Hey guys, I haven't been to a Teppanyaki show in the past, so this experience is pretty much new for me. I got invited by a friend for a birthday lunch that she hosted in a Teppanyaki restaurant. So it is called Akira, and I've had a really wonderful experience because it is the first time for me to actually enjoy a teppanyaki meal. So teppanyaki is actually a style of Japanese cuisine, and I'm reading from Google. And it is derived from the words teppan, or iron plate, and yaki, or grilled, boiled, or pan-fried. So it literally means grilling on an iron plate. And the dishes cooked using an iron plate can include a variety of meat, seafood, and noodles. It's really a wonderful experience. It's the first time for me to actually watch a teppanyaki cooking show, like they are cooking it in front of you. And I don't know how much tip we gave them because I wasn't the one footing the bill. If you would attend these shows, that you make sure that you probably have to tip them because they really do deliver. My friend made the reservations like maybe a week in advance, and she just mentioned how many we were based on head count, but never really mentioned about reserving the teppanyaki table. There's a special table really intended for the show, and the nice thing about it is that everybody will be seated in one side, maybe 2 or 3 on the edges, but it will be a long table, and then the cook will be cooking right in front of you. So and behind him will be the city view. So when cooking is done, you can actually enjoy the view. It's very nice. What we had was a combination of chicken and some seafood. I pretty much enjoyed everything they served us because everything was so flavorful, but I never got dizzy after. So what I also liked would be how they would gracefully do the cooking, and even the sounds of the pepper when they tried to put in all those stuff. They would really give you a show how much butter they put in it. It's so glorious. So you can see from here that some of the burnt parts are coming along on the sides, but they actually make it a point to clean it up while cooking. And this is because the spatula that they use, or the cooking tool that they use right there, actually scrapes off all those burnt portions on the grilling pan. And then the plate that they use to serve the food would also be good enough for the temperature that they're using on the iron board, and then they would plate it so perfectly, like everything is just placed on properly, and on one side is the mushroom, one side is the meat, one side. I've never had any problems about how much cooking time they put into it. Nothing was ever overcooked or undercooked, and I'm very particular about undercooked meat because that's my tummy is not very accommodating to those kinds of things. But I had no problems with it. Even the mushrooms, they tasted so well. And then they serve it right in front of you because we were seated right in front, and then we would just get it, and here you see that he's been scraping off the burnt portions. This is chicken, if I'm not mistaken. This is chicken, and I just love it so much. I've never had this experience, not even in Japan. I bet this would be very expensive in Japan, but here in the Philippines, this is my first time, and I'm really glad that my colleague organized this because it was very delightful in it. And I think that you, more than the quality of the food, you also pay for the experience because it was a show. It was a really nice show. You would be enthralled by how they cook it, and you would get relaxed just by watching it. You somehow kind of like forget how hungry you were, but also because the good thing about it is that they reserved for us a really nice seat without us even asking for it. So I think that if you pretty much have a serious head count with you, that they would award you the space for the long table. And maybe in particular you could tell them that you needed a Teppanyaki Show, but what I'm not so sure about is if they actually will charge you extra for reserving the table. Well, for me, I'm so glad they did. We had a really nice time. It was like you would feel like you don't want to stop eating, because from time to time they would be cooking one and then they would be cooking the next, and then you would be getting like bits and pieces of these things. But it doesn't matter to me, because for me, I'm getting busy. I'm getting entertained. It was entertainment enough. It was nice. Oh yeah, they also served us, because part of the orders, there's a set meal for the teppanyaki that you can choose from. It can be just seafood, it can be a combination of beef and something else, it can be a combination of chicken and seafood, and you have to choose because the price will vary. But as appetizers, my colleague also served like some tempura, and the tempura, it's very good. I'm not a fan of tempura because I feel like the flavor is always so bland. I always look for that soy sauce or that condiment, whatever I can put in there, because it's just bland batter always, and an equally bland seafood. But what we had there was very flavorful, and I'm glad, because I seldom ever enjoy tempura without having something on the side, something salty on the side. So I'm impressed by this. So if you have any comments about Akira, or if you've had a similar experience, or if you have any comments at all about the restaurant, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below, and I hope you get to try it if you haven't already. It's a very nice place. They have a branch in Makati. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't had the experience there yet, but the Shangri-La Mall was a really nice place, and I hope that you get to have a chance to enjoy the view as well and enjoy the cooking show. So thanks a lot for watching. See you again soon. Bye! And the dishes cooked using an iron plate and then quickly before he puts the portions are quickly scraped off with those spatula.